What's up, you guys? Welcome. If you are new, welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, this is Saving Stuff with Stephanie, where we are saving for future goals. We're cash stuffing to maintain financial discipline, all in hopes to become debt-free ASAP. And in today's video, we have a lot on the agenda. We're going to go over some December goals. We're going to review December. We're going to set some goals for January, take a look at a few of the challenges that I think I'm going to be able to do in the month of January. And we're also going to go over my monthly budget. Now, you guys know I don't normally do a monthly budget. I normally just do paycheck to paycheck. But I'm going to try it this time and just see how it works out. So if that is a video that you think you'd be interested in, stick around and stay tuned. All right, you guys, welcome back. So we are going to go ahead and get started. This may make for a lengthy video. So go ahead and get you some water, get you a snack. I've got my things over here. Because we have a lot to cover in today's video. So we are literally a few days away from the new year. So we need to go ahead and kind of close out December and kind of welcome in January. So I'm going to let you guys see, you know, what we have in store for January, but not before we make sure we close December out properly. So with that being said, let's take a look at, I made some notes, but we'll talk about that. Okay, so let's take a look at the goals that we did set for December. We did set 4 goals for December. The first one was to budget plan or get my budget plan ready for 2025, which I have been able to do. I've been working on that literally for the last, I don't know, about two and a half weeks. So I did complete that. The next goal was to get my Amex card under $2K. And yes, my Amex card is under $2,000. Now, exactly how far under $2,000 you'll have to wait for my debt update video for December to see, you know, the numbers. But I can safely say it is under 2K. So we did meet that goal. My third goal was to get back into crocheting and or hobbies. I did pick up planning as a hobby. I have been buying planning stickers, all on clearance though, you guys, because you know I'm not doing too much. But I have a Bible journal. Y'all know I have my budget planner with Happy Planner, which I'm also going to use as my social media planner. And then I actually did purchase a classic size Happy Planner for work, school, personal, and meal planning. But majority of the things that will be going into the planners will be my own. You know, I'll create what I want and how I want it. But I'm really getting into like the planner girl life. The stickers, all the videos I've watched. I watched so many content creators set up, you know, spreads, and it's amazing. It's amazing how serious that community is. But it's been fun so far. So I guess that would be, you know, considered somewhat of a hobby. I did get a loom for Christmas. Some of you may not know what a loom is. It's like a tool that you would use to assist with crocheting. It actually makes the process go a little faster. So I haven't started on it yet, but I am going to work on it. So I would overall say I did meet that goal 3. And the last goal that I had for December was to finish the book of Revelation. And I did finish the book, you guys. Finished the book, studied it a little bit. There are some questions that I'll probably have to ask my mom and, you know, church family. But I finished it. I did read the entire book. So we did complete all of our goals for December. So that was good. December for me overall was a pretty amazing month. But we'll get into it. So let's review it. Let's review December. Okay, so as far as productivity goes, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything well. Because as you can see, I do have a new setup. If you guys like this setup better, let me know. There's a little better lighting up here and a little bit more space. But yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. So I'm hoping you guys can see everything and it's in frame. But productivity wise for December, I would literally give myself a 5. I think I really did the thing with productivity this month. Way better than November. Way better than November. Okay, my mood for December, I would say a 4. The only reason why I'm not gonna say a 5 is because me and Zuri were sick this month, and we were kind of down and out for the count for about 2 or 3 days, maybe 3 or 4 days. And that did kind of put a damper on December. But other than that, yeah, December has been pretty nice. It's major things have, I would say majority good things happened in December. So that's why I would say I was in good spirits, good mood. Okay. The main highlight of the month for me was my free check. I did not know I was going to be getting a free check. I didn't really look that far ahead to confirm whether I would be or not. I just assumed that check would be used like any other check to pay the bills that were coming up. But then when I really sat down and started looking at it, I was like, wait a minute, I've already paid the bills for December. I'll get another check before the beginning of January, pretty much where I could pay, that part of January's bills. This is somewhat of a free check. So that was a highlight for me. And if you guys didn't see that video, it's my free check allocation video. I basically was able to save an additional $1,000 in my emergency savings because I did have a free check. So I'm going to put free check and saved $1K in emergency. So now instead of me having $1K in emergency, I have $2K, and that does make me feel a lot better going into 2025. Okay, things I learned. I really did try to ponder over this. I'm like, I learn things all the time, but I don't really make mental notes of the things I learned. But one thing that I did learn recently was that cats like eggs. And I know this sounds weird and very like random, but Zuri got a cat, and I might insert a picture somewhere here. But it's kind of my cat and Zuri's cat. I love black cats. If you guys didn't know, one of the biggest gifts that I got from my dad when I was a little girl was a black cat. And that black cat literally grew up with me. But then something happened to it. I think my mom hit him by accident in a car, and he ran away, and it just tore me up. And I don't know, I always wanted a black cat since then. So I went to the shelter. We're actually fostering a cat before I actually adopt him. Make sure he's a good fit for the house and that Zuri likes him and he gets along with everybody in the family. And so far, he's been pretty cool. But we've been doing our research on cats. I mean, I've had cats before. I've had cats my whole life. But I never knew that. I never knew cats like eggs, and that, well, cooked eggs, and that they're actually good. The protein, the amino acids, all of those things are actually good for them. They have to eat them in moderation. You wouldn't feed it egg every day. But, I mean, I could give him like a little half an egg or something like that, maybe once or twice a week. But that's new. I did not know that. So, one thing that I did learn is cats eat eggs. I did not know that. I don't know how much of a significant thing that is, but that is something that I did learn. Okay. What I am grateful for. I am grateful for a sound mind. Going into 2025, I did not lose my mind in 2024. 2024 for me was a pretty great year. One of the best, actually. So I'm going into 2025 coming off of no depression. I'm not, strapped about money or sad or any of that. So I'm going into the new year with a sound mind, and that's a lot of people can't say that. That's a blessing. So I am very grateful to have a sound mind going into the new year. Okay. And the things that I want to do better next month, I was trying to think about that. I had a pretty awesome month for December. Things I want to do better for next month. I don't know. I know what I want to do better next month. Even though this month I did pay a nice amount toward debt, I think I can do better in January. So I'm going to put bigger debt payoff for January. Okay. So main highlights of the month, free check. I saved an extra $1K toward my emergency fund. I did learn that cats eat eggs. I'm grateful for a sound mind because not everybody can say that coming out of 2024. So that is a blessing. And I'm going to try to do a little bit more with the debt payoff in January, a little more than I did in December, which may be difficult, but not impossible. Okay, time's up. No, I'm just joking. Okay. All right, you guys, I am actually inserting this after the fact because I completely forgot to share my January goals with you guys. I don't know how I skipped over that, but let's go over it. So there are 3 goals for January. Goal number 1 is I do want to complete a successful no spend month. January, this will be my first no spend, so I'm hoping that it is a success. Goal number 2, I want to get my Amex card under 1K. It is currently under 2K, but I want it to be under 1K by the end of January. And goal number 3 is I want to completely read the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Bible. Of course, that's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The way I'm going to break it up, right now I am working on Genesis. I'm going to give myself a week to finish each book. There are 5 weeks within January, 5 books. Read a book each week. I am working on Genesis right now. I have completed chapters 1 through 11. So I'm just going to chip away at it over the week. So what I'll do is I'll read and study and type a little bit each day. And then at the end of the week, which will be Sunday for me, I'll go in, try to finalize everything, read over it, study over it, and put it in the books. And then the next week, next Monday, I'll start working on Exodus. So that's how we're going to do that. So what will happen is I will literally get a Bible study in every day. And that's kind of the goal for the year. All right. So those are my January goals. Okay, you guys, back to the video. Okay, so now I make myself notes all the time. And I'm just going to put this over here because this is a note that we may go over. But I am going to let you guys see my spread for January and what we're going to be getting into. Okay, so let's see. Make sure we don't knock anything over. Hope y'all can see that. Okay, so this is my January spread. And every month, I think the way I'm going to do it is every month we'll have a theme. Like I said, I've been watching the Planner Girls. So I just want to give a shout out. Shout out to Taj at Beautiful Budgets. Shout out to Miss Frugal Karen because she's a planner girl. Shout out to Happy to Plan with Desiree, Kenya Patterson. Y'all, I watch y'all videos and I've been planning and planning my planners. And I'm on all the stickers, all the things. So I'm learning how to, make everything look pretty and festive, because what it does actually do is it makes you want to get involved in the planner and it makes you want to plan things. I don't know why, but it really does. So I've set my January up. I've set my bills up already. I did some customization so it does look, like I want it to look. I have a doll. I will have a doll every month. There will be a doll and a color theme. So that's just the spread for January. And let's see, what we're going to do is go into what we're going to be using as far as savings challenges this month. Okay, speaking of Taj at Beautiful Budgets, she did create a no spend calendar. A lot of people are doing no spend months for January, but I was looking for a calendar and she happened to have created one. So I'm glad she did because I was looking for one. So I went ahead and printed it off. So what I'm going to be doing as far as my no spend is, I get paid not every Thursday, every other Thursday, but I go grocery shopping every Thursday. There are 5 Thursdays in January. I only need to be spending money on a Thursday. If it's not a Thursday, I don't need to be spending money. Now, am I going to penalize myself for spending money? No, because, I'm not one of those people where I have to really, my impulse spending has kind of dwindled down. I don't do that as much. But coming off of Christmas and having fun and enjoying spending money and purchasing gifts, I'm going to have to rein it back in. So this is perfect, you know, to kind of get a handle back on that. Which just means I'm going to have to really plan better. You know how you can write out a grocery list, meal plan, and you go to the store and you get everything, and it's like, oh, I forgot 1, 2, 3 items on the list. I can't do that. I have to be like, okay, did I get everything? If this store didn't have it, I have to go somewhere else to get it. So it has to be made priority to get everything on Thursday, because after Thursday, I don't need to go back to the store, even if it's within budget for the grocery budget, until next Thursday. So that's how I'm going to do it. So every Thursday, I'm spending, but any day outside of that, I don't need to be spending. So we'll see how that's going to go. This is my first no spend, so I'm hoping it goes well. But we'll track it. I don't know how I'm going to do, you know, the videos. I might just pop in and show you guys, you know, where we are on the calendar. But this is what we will be using for our no spend, which is gorgeous. She always does such a great job with her dolls. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I will be tagging her as well as the other people mentioned in the description box below, because you guys need to check them out. They are some amazing content creators with planner channels. It's just, they'll be out here doing it. So I'm going to do that. Also, Taj has a is this a crossword puzzle? It's a word search. I'm sorry. A word search. Girl, I get them two mixed up. But she has a word search. And basically at the bottom, there are several different budgeters within the community. And basically, you look for the budgeter's name in the word search. And once you find them, out beside the name down here, it tells you how much money to save. All savings challenges, and this is what I wrote down because I figured out exactly how I'm going to be doing savings challenges and what's going to be going toward that. Okay, so this year, at least up until June or August, hopefully it doesn't take longer than that, all rollover money, any rollover money from What's in Your Wallet Wednesday, any change, as in like quarters, nickels, dimes, any child support, if I get anything, we'll go to back to school. So those things will be funding back to school. Once back to school hits $600, maybe $700, then we'll be done fine. But those are the things we're going to use to fund back to school. Okay. Being that I am also trying to pay extra toward debt, the things that will be helping me fund debt payments. Of course, I make my regular debt payments, but any extra income that I don't budget for, or, you know, if I usually budget $1,300 every 2 weeks, but let's say my check is $1,350, the additional $50 will automatically go to debt. Also, if I sell anything on Facebook Marketplace, regardless of what it is or how much it was, it's going to go toward debt. So those are the two things that's going to go toward debt for this year. Now, once I finish back to school and this is done, then everything will go toward debt like it's been. Of course, except for child support. I kind of, if I get child support, what I normally do with that is I divide it up to where some of it goes in Zuri's high yield, some of it goes into her events and activities, and then some of it goes into miscellaneous, because she's a kid. She needs things randomly that you can't always plan for. But if there's some money in miscellaneous, then I can always pull from that if there is no money in other places. So that's how I would do that. But this right here, this is going to go toward back to school. So once I complete this challenge, that's exactly where that's going. Okay, and this is my monthly budget. Now, again, I don't normally do a monthly budget. I just do paycheck budgets. But I'm going to try to do a monthly budget every month. Basically, to kind of map out the month ahead, like a look ahead type of situation. Nothing here is set in stone. You guys know things change. And when things change, you have to change with them. But we'll just do like a small blueprint, I guess, of what we think will be happening for January. And I guess, you know, it's a good idea. We'll see how it goes. But I did go ahead and fill things out. Okay, so let's get into the monthly budget. All right. So I get paid every 2 weeks. I am a bi-weekly budgeter. My payroll checks normally every 2 weeks are about $1,300, give or take. So for a month, that would be about $2,600. Okay, so that's the budget. Usually it's more than that, but I always budget low just in case. So the total for income will be $2,600. Now these are all my bills for the month. My mortgage is $608. Yes, thank you, Jesus. It is very low. I couldn't afford it to be, no more than that. My Discover payment is $100. My Amex payment, what's required for me to pay it, is less than $100. But my Amex card is my, Lord, now I can't think. Snowball. My Amex card is my Snowball debt. So I've been putting $550 or more toward that card every month because I'm trying to pay it off. My car insurance is $66. My student loan payment is $130. My water bill is $35. Normally my water bill is less than that amount, but I always budget for $35. If my water bill is less, what I normally do is I just leave the overage in my bank account to serve as a buffer. That's basically what happens. My safe home security system is $48. My utilities is $172. My Ring camera is $5. My life insurance is $17. And my Xfinity internet is $80. So the total for all of this is $1,811. Okay? Let's get out the calculator. Minus $1,811. So the amount that I have left over after I pay all the bills for the month is $789. Okay, so now we're going to have to work out these variable expenses. The amount that I normally budget for in grocery is $280 every 2 weeks. That's $140 a week. It is me and my youngest daughter. My oldest daughter, she's an adult. She does not reside with me. But $140 every week is what I budget for because I do not eat out. I cook daily. So, when you cook, you need to buy groceries. So, $560 a month is what I would be spending toward groceries. So, minus $560. Okay. This month, another part of the no spend for me, I'm not going to be spending on household. I'm not going to be spending on spending. Normally, I budget $10 a week for spending and $10 a week for household. Of course, there's 4 weeks. Well, actually, there's 5 weeks in a month, in this month. But we're just going to be budgeting for 2 paychecks. So, that $40 per pay period, which is $80 per month, instead of it going to household and spending, I'm going to use those amounts to go towards savings challenges. $80 for the month. But I will have to gas up because even though I do work from home, I still, have to drive. So I will be still, utilizing the gas budget, which is $40 for the month. Of course, that's $10 a week. So minus 10. Okay. So the total for my variable expenses is $600. So that leaves $219. Let's go ahead and deduct the savings challenges, minus 80. So that leaves, it says $139. Did we leave something? I think it's supposed to be, there's $30 missing or extra somewhere. $30. Where is it? And this is why I don't do monthly budgets. Okay. I think so, because it's supposed to be $109. So that's $30. There's $30 somewhere. Where is it? All right. Let's work it out. 2,600 minus 1,811 minus 600 equals 189. Okay, I don't know where I messed that up at. Okay, that's actually right. 189. 189 minus $80, which is a savings challenge, equals 109. And 109 is the total that I have here. My HSA automatically comes from my payroll check into my HSA account. And I just use prop money to stuff that. So that doesn't get added into this figure here. But the amount that we have left to go towards sinking funds is $109. Now, I did calculate what was needed per each sinking fund to make sure I have what I need by the time it's due. For instance, car registration. My car registration is due in May. In order for me to be able to have the amount that I need by May, I have to save $5 every pay period up until that time. Same thing with cell phone. My cell phone is due in May. In order for me to have what I need for the payment, I have to save $10 every pay period, which is $20 per month. So everything that you see highlighted here are the ones that I've already calculated what's needed in order for me to make sure I have what I need by the time that time gets here. So Mother's Day is in May. All the birthdays, I got to make sure I have the amounts, I set aside for those. And that's what I'll need every month in order to get what I need in their envelopes. And Christmas. Now, Christmas, I actually need $21 every pay period. But you guys know, probably around third quarter is when I'll be ramping it up for Christmas, because we have a lot of things we need to take care of before Christmas. And Christmas is a whole year away. So it's not taking precedence right now. Okay, so, of course, 109, basically 109, deducting that, zeros out the budget. So, let's go here. 2,600 minus 2,411, which is our variable expenses plus our fixed expenses, is 189. 189 is our sinking funds total, which includes the savings challenges, equals 0. So that zeroes out the budget. Not sure if this will be how the next 2 paychecks play out, but this kind of is like a skeleton version of what to look forward to for the next 2 paychecks. So if I need to revert back to this to kind of see what I was doing, then at least I have something to go by, which I think overall is a good thing. I think so. And then at the end of the month, I'm only counting 2 pay periods because of the way my checks are set up. I do get paid 3 times in January, but my third check actually pays the first part of February's bills. So I'm not really counting that in January's budget. So every month that I do a monthly budget overview, it will just be for 2 pay periods. Okay. Just want to make sure that's known. And then at the end of the month, in reference to these 2 pay periods, once this is done, then I'll go back and look at, what we actually did, how it actually panned out. And we'll do like I don't know if I would even call it a closeout, but I mean, we might. We'll see. Okay. All right, you guys, I think that's it for this video. I will be doing a paycheck budget with me tomorrow. So you guys stay tuned for that video. But I did hope you enjoyed this video. This was my first time doing a monthly budget overview, and I'm hoping that it does actually help me kind of pan things out a little better for the new year. All right. If you guys did enjoy the video and you have yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so you are notified when I upload another video, and leave me a black cat in the comments. All right, you guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Bye.